Oreo. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest. They blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do. Whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk up and off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know.
I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giant, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Chargers going up against the Steelers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the San Diego Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On third down, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. And it looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are ready to go on offense for our first drive of the game. The play clock's running down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
first down. It's Roethlisberger. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set, 130. No, check that. Put like 52 right here.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew of.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Ringo.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And Carpenter knocks it through. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Hurry up, let's go. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Watch 20. Watch 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go. All right, 80.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't,
Okay, now the field goal unit out on the field as they look to extend this third quarter lead. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30.
sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Throwing Rivers. And that is incomplete. Stevie Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Carpenter knocks it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a three-point kick. Now you're giving them the...
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. One receiver left, that's Allen. Third and long for Rivers. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. On third down, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get... Rivers on first down. Right side catch. This is Gates. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers now on second down. He gets it left side to Johnson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw, and that's complete to Gates. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
and touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much.
Pretty tense spot here for this offense. A field goal would tie, a touchdown would win it, but they've got to move that football. Good news for them, they do have all 3 timeouts remaining. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Move 45. Move 45.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
To throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant in the final minute. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Only 2 timeouts at the defense's disposal, and it's doubtful that's going to be enough for him to get the ball back as we'll head back in for the final moments of this one. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Rivers to throw. He's got time. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time, and it's third down. third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Rivers. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on fourth down. Desperation time, Rivers on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.